The Drunk Sports Podcast.
I don't know if we can do that here. We'll just do this. Oh, wait. Colby, you sent this text yesterday, I believe, to us. And it was based on a tweet that you saw. And what was this about?
So I saw a Facebook post that put up there, and basically this guy had gotten permission from his wife that in the living room in that area he could have, because what happens is he watches, all his sports sitting in his chair and what have you. And she wanted to dedicate like one wall to the things that she likes in that room and just really have that. And he could have 4 jerseys that he wanted. He can go order them off of wherever and have them put up. And that would be, because he's a super sports fans, that would be who he'd want. And so he had picked his 4 jerseys, and it kind of came to me as like, for you to enjoy what you have on this wall, and you can only pick 4 sports jerseys to throw up there that not only are your favorite players, but represent you.
Right.
What would they be?
And that's a great question. I love that.
You have none prepared?
No, I do. I have all of mine prepared.
All right.
I thought we were still discussing. I didn't know we were going to go with our options immediately.
No, man.
Are these framed autographed or just framed?
Just framed and you autographed jerseys that you're going to have up there that when people come over, you're like,
they are autographed.
Yeah, they're autographed and framed, very tastefully presented, right? Because your significant other / spouse agrees to let you hang them in their house.
They're in an artful frame. They're properly displayed.
Right.
Okay.
So I can go ahead and give you guys mine that would represent my brain and everything that goes along with it and why I want these guys up there. Number 1 on the sports jerseys that are up there, it would be Pete Incaviglia. Inky up there, and just that he was going to either hit the ball real far or he was just going to walk back to the bench and sit down.
Wow, did not expect that one.
So Pete Incaviglia is going to be on that list. The next guy up, and it's Dirk. It's Dirk. And it just has to be. Gave me something I never thought I'd have, and that's that Mavs championship.
Yep. Even though he lost one too.
Well, he got one. He got one. And then Jamie Langenbrunner has got to be up there.
You said Langenpimple wrong.
Langenbrunner. Got to go with him.
Wow.
Got to. And the last one up there has to be Jay Novacek.
All of these are completely unexpected.
Well, Dirk shouldn't be.
No, I thought you'd go with a different Maverick.
No, I mean, it's going to be Dirk. Now, Luka could soon replace that, but right now, if I'm picking it right now, it's Inky, it's Jamie, it's Jay Novacek,
all right,
and it's Dirk.
Okay.
Just because now Jay Novacek trying to run down the middle of the field with them bad knees and still scoring a touchdown,
and hobbling like this, as shoulder pads going back and forth.
Yeah, that's the greatest right there. That's where I'm at. Those would represent my sports yellings throughout my life.
Those are good. Big Red, you want to go next, or you want me to go next?
I think I'll go.
Okay.
First 2 I think are pretty obvious. We're going to go definitely with Dirk. And my other one that I think is pretty obvious is Roger Staubach.
Right.
Captain America. I remember sitting and watching so many football games with mom and dad and Cowboys and just Roger was always there. So that's the big one for me. I think my next one for my other 2 are a little different, more a grittier, harder side. I think my baseball, I'm gonna have a baseball jersey, and it's going to be a number 5, and it's going to be George Brett.
Nice,
just hard nose. I can still see him running out of the dugout with the whole pine tar incident. And all that.
By the way, he was called out on that play.
So, but and
for
then
those of you that questioned it,
I'm been debating this since we started talking about it, and my I want a hockey sweater up, and I think the standard go-to, you didn't go with him, but would be like Madonna,
Right.
And I mean he was awesome, and we wouldn't have the Stars. I say the Stars wouldn't have been as successful as they were in the '90s without him. But two other guys that they wouldn't have been successful without is Darian Hatcher and Daryl Sydor.
Yeah, I almost went with Blinky. That would have been Darian Hatcher.
Yeah, and I think about when I think about those two guys, Darian Hatcher just beating the brakes off of Jamie. Roenick breaking his jaw. Then Sydor during the playoffs, when he got hit and he was hurt and drug himself back into the middle of the crease.
It's one of the greatest moments in Stars playoff history.
I mean,
even though I question whether he was really hurt or not, and I'd tell you right now, Big Red, like I did in shows 1, 2, and 3 of this podcast, I could right now take Daryl Sydor. I would kick his ass.
No.
First thing I'd do is go for the knee.
But I think we're going to go with
you do is die.
I think we're going to go with Darian Hatcher and have a real close Daryl Sydor but Hatcher's my fourth.
All right, those are good ones. As you guys might expect, some of mine are old school.
You don't say. I mean, I thought I went old school with some of mine.
I wanted to go old school because if we're going on, man, I'd like to have these because they'd be worth $1 billion. I would go Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth, but I wasn't going to go there.
Right.
Because I got to have some guys that mean something to me. So first one I'm going to is Joe Namath. Okay. I want a Joe Namath Jets jersey.
You sure you don't want that one
signed
magazine he was in where he was naked?
He wasn't naked. He had pantyhose on. That was an ad.
Okay.
And he wore a Jets jersey in that too. But yeah, if you wanted to sign that, I'd definitely hang it on my office wall.
No, never mind. That was Burt Reynolds. It was
Reynolds.
Cosmopolitan naked.
Playgirl. He was in Playgirl.
Was he?
Centerfold.
Uh-huh.
Hey, do y'all know who Burt Reynolds' roommate was at Florida State in college?
The Burt Reynolds? Sally Field.
He played at Florida State in college.
Yep.
Oh, he's a huge college football player. Blew his knee out. That's why he didn't get drafted. His roommate in college at Florida State was none other than Lee Corso.
Oh.
Wow.
Little known fact. It's call me Cliff Clavin, I guess. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So Joe Namath. I'm going to go with a hockey jersey.
Burt Reynolds.
Dude, I want a Burt Reynolds mean machine from the original Longest Yard. I would like to have one of those signed by Burt Reynolds.
I just want the part of the film where in the movie Heat where he kicks the light bulb to set the guy on fire.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Do that.
Uh-huh.
For my hockey jersey, for my second jersey, I wanted to go with a Bob Gainey Montreal Canadiens jersey. I'm going next. I tried to go each sport. If I'm going to have 4, I wanted one from each major sport. My next one is going to be a Pete Rose signed Montreal Expos jersey.
I have his phone number somewhere.
Pete Rose?
Uh-huh.
Why hasn't he been on the show yet?
Because every time I call him, he hangs up.
He's drunk.
Uh-huh.
Hey, this is Cut Click.
Yep.
And then if I go football, or I already went football. If I go baseball, as they say over across the pond in Mexico.
It's not
baseball been very, very good to me.
Very, very good to me. I am Juan Gonzalez. I hit the ball very far, and I hit home runs. I'm going to go for my baseball jersey, and we're going a little more recent here. Mr. Ranger, Tom Grieve.
Oh, wow.
I feel sad about the no Nolan, the no Pudge. I thought
about it.
Somebody
I would never go Pudge. To me, it was between Nolan, Tom Grieve, and Mike Young.
Oh yeah, you need to hear Tim's story about Pudge.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I should tell that on the air.
No, not on the air. No.
Yeah, I've got an issue with it. I have a personal issue with Pudge.
Oh,
we'll talk about that off the air.
All right.
Besides the fact that he's been in the country for 30 years and he still can't
speak English.
I still side with him. I don't care what the hell you guys say.
No, he's still one of the greatest Rangers. I mean, I have no beef with him. I just had a personal run-in with him one time. One time, I hit home run and he went left field.
So those are the jerseys. Please go ahead and comment on Twitter, on the YouTube. and like and subscribe, by the way. Keep that going. Comment anything. Comment who your jerseys would be, and we'll put this up, and y'all can all debate about it. But coming up next, it's an hour of my control over the show.
Oh, God.
I take total control. I grab the steering wheel, and I run us into ditches, into walls, because we're doing
Jesus, take the wheel
stuff. We're doing news and notes. We're doing some sports stuff. And I've got a to-do list that involves mayonnaise. That's all coming up next on the Drunk Sports Podcast right here.
Substantial penalty for early withdrawal.
The Drunk Sports Podcast.
Are you